Hello, everybody. I'm Gary Massa with Massa & Associates, and happy Market Update Monday. It's the beginning of May, and the April Homedex numbers are out. And today we're going to talk about exactly how hot this market is and why, and evaluate the trends to back up exactly what's going on in the market today. Secondly, we're going to compare the month of April 2021 versus the month of April last year. And if you remember, that was the first full month right after the COVID shutdown. And if you remember, it was an awkward, weird month where no one was sure if real estate was going to crash, go up. No one really know what to do. So it's really interesting to see the story of the numbers from last year to this year. So stay tuned for that. And we're going to evaluate the one question that I keep hearing, because we're in such a high point of the market. People are wondering, are we back at or over those numbers, the median price points that we saw in 2006? Stay tuned. I'll get you all that information. Thanks again for coming back. And so, sorry, time out. Thanks again for coming back and joining me today. So let's dive right into the trends and everything that we've been seeing here in the North County, San Diego real estate market in April. So basically, we're going to go through all of these data points here: new listings, pending sales, inventory, pricing, just to start to show you the trends and what's actually happening in the market. I know people are talking about what a crazy hot market that we're in, but you probably want to know why. And if you're in the market to buy or sell a house right now or in the next year, you got to get this information and watch what's going on. So again, the first thing that I just want to point out right now, one of the most exciting points that I'm seeing is that the average sales price in April for North County, San Diego detached homes is just under 1.3 million. It's like $1,299,000, which is a 48% increase from where we were the same time last year. All right, you guys ready? Let's dive right in one by one. Now, again, keeping in mind that we're comparing these numbers versus this year, April, versus last year, April. And if you remember, pretty much everybody either took their homes off the market, stopped showing it. No one really wanted to buy until the end of May, end of April into May. And people were like, actually, I've just been negotiating and like getting my tail kicked, trying to, make offers on other homes. There was all these other offers, and just the competition was so high. So maybe I'm just going to sneak out when everybody's at home and start buying homes. At the end of April, beginning of May, that started kind of kicking off again. But keep that in mind as we're going through this. So starting with the new listings, okay? In the month of April, we had 1,180 new listings, which was a 23% increase since this time last year. Again, last April, no one was putting their homes on the market because of COVID. We just found out about how that was all going to work. Actually, I think at that time, the real estate agents, we still didn't even have clearance to go out and sell homes. We didn't have protocols really in place by that time yet. Took a few weeks for us to actually get back to work. But again, 23% more listings at 1,180. You'll notice the latter part, like from May on to October, we had close to 1,500 listings each month pretty consistently. And then again, going towards the end of the year, we had much lower inventory and still just starting to creep up again. But as you can see, our inventory levels, or the new listings, are actually about 100 shy from where we were last month. But see this red trend line? The new listings were actually down a lot since, this is like the middle of the year, like May, June each year. This is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, right? So our new listings are actually down significantly since the last 4 or 5 years, okay? Moving on to pending sales. Right now in the month of April, there was 1,157 homes that went under contract and into escrow. Again, that's up 81% since last April. Again, think about it. Nothing was really happening last April. You can see the pause of what was happening in last April just by these numbers alone. Now we're up just a little bit from March in number of pending sales going in. But then also, if you can see back up here in the month of from May through October, we had around, give or take, 1,300 homes going into escrow every single month, okay? Next one is closed sales. We had 1,146 sales closed in the month of April. Again, that's still a pretty strong number. If you look back, we had about, coming out of July, August, September, those months we actually had about 1,200 to 1,300 homes closing each one of those months. but we're up 55% over the sales of last April. I thought that that was pretty interesting. But again, the trend line where we're at here, if you guys can see this trend line, this is 15, 16, 17, 18 was a little slower, 19 was a little slower, 20 obviously a little bit higher in terms of number of homes sold right about the end of the year. We're kind of like just underneath all of those peaks. So again, the last 5 years, there was a lot more homes actually being closed, most likely due to inventory right now at this point. Days on market, we're at 15 days on average in North County, San Diego. That's 2 weeks on average. I've seen pretty much about 3 to 7 days is what we're really seeing on the ground, but that's a 50% decrease from the same time last year. I thought that that was pretty interesting. The only time that the days on market was that low was in 13 when we were coming out of the REO crisis and properties were so cheap, lending came back, and then all those cash buyers came in and all the institutionals and bought up a bunch of properties. In 13, we were seeing a lot more activity. All right, so going back to median sales price right now, we're at $940,000 for a detached home here in North County, San Diego. That's the highest price ever, at least in the last year. And as you can see, we're up here right now, trend line, nowhere even close since 2012. Highest median prices ever on record. That's up 32% from last year, same time. The average price point, which is what I was just telling you in the very beginning of the video, just shy of $1.3 million for a detached home in North County, San Diego. That seems extraordinarily high, but that's up 48% since the same time last year. We've been seeing double digits all the way back to September, but double digit year over year percentage increase in terms of median or average price point. Same thing, the number here, the trend line, way higher than any year in the last 9-10 years. So highest prices on record that we're seeing. Percent of original price received. This is basically the difference between the list price and where it actually sells at. On average, we're at 104.2% for detached homes here in San Diego, or North County, San Diego, which is huge. That means pretty much everybody's getting at or above list about 5%. So when the question comes from the buyers, how much more do I offer on the home to make sure that I can get it? Well, look at what the trends are in the neighborhood, in the zip code, or in the county, North County, and see where those trends are. They're selling about 5% more than list price. That should give you a better guide, okay? And again, we've never seen above list, above 100% average price points ever, I guess, since 2021 this year, okay? So here we go with the housing affordability index. Housing affordability is definitely coming down. We're going to skip over that one. So inventory of homes for sale, April 2021, 915 homes were on the market for sale, which is a decrease of 63% since last April. Again, there was a lot of homes on the market last April just kind of sitting there. So, but again, it's the highest percentage difference year over year in the last 12 months. And again, inventory number of homes, we haven't seen that little inventory since 2012. Okay. And this is the months of inventory, months supply. And if you can see this is 0.8 rather. So it's less than 1 month, which is 70% below the month supply of inventory last year, same time. We've been running below a month since March now, right? It's been coming down last year, coming out of COVID, May 20 through like October. We had 2 months, or a little over 2 months of inventory, and that just has been coming down. We're at 0.8 months, which is really, really little. Single family attached homes like condos and townhomes are at 0.6, so half a month of inventory. Literally, there's nothing to buy, unfortunately. Okay, last slide, last and not least, the question has become, are we back at 2006 prices? The argument is and I don't say argument, let's just say debate is being filtered around. People have a lot of questions. The market is at its highest price ever for sales price. People are wondering, do I take some off the table? Is it going to continue to go higher? This market is nuts. And when it's nuts, like we should run. I mean, all those adages, right? But some people have not understood whether or not we're even back to 2006 prices yet. Well, here in San Diego, we are. So let's look at that really quickly. According to DataQuick in 2005, which was the peak of the market, 2006, it actually came down a little bit. The median price point was $516,000 for a detached home here in San Diego County. San Diego County, 2020. And again, that's collectively attached, detached in the entire county. Same number, which I got, where was that? That was on a different sheet. I apologize. Same number, all properties included. San Diego County is $725,000, right? For a median price of a home here in San Diego County. That's a 40% increase since 2005. Again, it's been 15 years. We've had a definite down where we lost, some communities lost about 40% off that number, but we've come back 40% and above 40%. So realistically not all areas lost 40%, but I do remember some areas like San Elijo Hills was like 42% below their high. Encinitas was like 30% below their highs. So again, they made it back plus 40%, right? So we're probably somewhere between 60, 70 to 80, maybe 90%, close to 90% from the trough of the 2008 market crash to now well above 40% above the median price point for what the prices were in 2005. So that's it for today, this Market Update Monday video. I appreciate you tuning in. If you have any questions whatsoever, please leave a comment below. A lot of people are asking what their home value is now, their new home value, because it seems to change every single day. A lot of people, sellers wise, are trying to take advantage of this market and actually sell now and either go rent, move out of state. Let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. We do have some strategies. We've been selling homes on the ground all year long. And again, we've got plenty of information for you to help you make that right decision. Leave a comment below. Love to hear what you have to say, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks again, and happy Market Update Monday.